What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's great to have you here. I'm dying. I am currently dying. It is 85 degrees in my apartment out there. And then in here with two sets of lights, it's probably over 95 degrees. And because I gotta have clean audio, I can't have any fans on. So instead, I just got a water bottle that I put in the freezer for 20 minutes and stick between my legs. Hey man, when it's 95 degrees in your room, you gotta do anything you can to keep cool, you know what I'm saying? Shawn Mendes' album is 14 songs. About 11 of them were released already. I don't understand what he's doing, what their strategy is here. You released In My Blood, first single, right? And that's doing pretty well. I don't know how it's doing on the charts. I really don't pay attention to that. But if it plays on the radio around where I live, then I know it's doing a pretty good job. Because, I don't know, that's my barometer, I guess. He then released Lost in Japan, which felt like a second single. It's not going to get as much hype, but it's also going to be an indicator of what the album's going to sound like. So it was like a good second drop. And then he dropped Youth, and then he performed that at the BBMAs. So I figured that would wrap it up. But then he released something in the morning. I Want to Be With You in the Morning. Where Were You in the Morning? And then, if that wasn't enough, he released Nervous. 2 songs. He released 2 songs before his album dropped, the week before. What are you doing, dog? People told me to react to those 2 songs, but then I would have heard the entire album before we did this reaction, you know? But you know what? It doesn't matter. This video isn't about the release strategy. It's about if the album's any good. Let's start out with In My Blood. This song's awesome.
It isn't in my blood, they know, but I just can't.
It isn't. Oh. I had this water bottle in my groin, and then I just put it to my face. Next song, Nervous. Oh, it was a release. He literally released the first 4 songs. Shit, man. But I haven't heard this, so let's listen to it. He's going lyrics, so let's start over.
In a cafe, and all you did was look my way, and my heart started to race, then my hand started to shake. Yeah.
She looked at you, and you had the same symptoms as a drug addict.
I heard you asked about me, adrenaline kicked in.
You sure that was the adrenaline and not the drugs, Shawn?
But I like what you're doing to me.
Hey. That's a nice, light, bubbly song. I like this. Especially after In My Blood, which is kind of intense. It's a good track ordering so far. 1, 2, I like it. Lost in Japan, good song. In this song, if you saw my reaction to it, I just wanted a little bit more detail. I thought the song could have been a little bit more interesting if we had known more about the girl, or about his relationship with her, or really any details whatsoever about her. So that, you know, I could get a little bit more immersed into the plot. But overall, still a really good song. It starts with piano. It's a great decision.
400 miles from Japan, and I get you off my mind. I can feel the 10 cut it with a knife.
Nah, I just love how he sings Knife. He's doing a lot of stylistic stuff in the first 3 songs. I like that. He did some talking stuff in Nervous. I'm gonna go back. Hold on. First of all, this is more talking singing. But then he actually just talks.
What you doing to me?
What's he doing? The beat fades away. What you doing to me? Just says it. I already know how the rest of Lost in Japan goes. So let's go on to Where Were You in the Morning? This was the 4th song that he released off the album. Everyone was on me to react to this, but I was like, just literally 1 week away to the album. Let's just save it. Was it worth being saved? Let's find out.
Gotta get my hopes up. You said that you were staying.
She said, I want to get to know you, and the song's called Where Were You in the Morning? And his hopes were up, and obviously they were dashed if his hopes got up. And he's singing about it. This bitch bailed on Shawn Mendes. Why? Why? He's like one of the most eligible bachelors. He's rich. He's talented. He's good looking. What? He's like a 10. Shit, man. You're fucking stupid. Whoever you are. How you let him on to... That's the worst part. You let him on. I want to get to know you. Bitch, psych, I'm gone in the morning. Fuck you, bitch. I'm sorry. Shawn Mendes is my boy. I want to defend him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is groovy as fuck. One night. How do you hit and quit Shawn Mendes, man? What the? How do you walk away? Even Shawn Mendes is flabbergasted. He's like, I'm Shawn Mendes. How do you walk away from me?
And I thought you really found this one big face. You made it seem like we connected.
Wait. Breakfast? So she wasn't there in the morning, but you're having breakfast with her?
I guess I just didn't expect.
Was this before? Wait, hold on. I'm all invested in this, man, now. I gotta understand the rationale behind this girl.
When we were talking about breakfast.
Okay, you know, they had a connection over croissants. Cool.
You made it seem like we connected. I look around and I don't see you. And I keep wondering why.
Oh, that's the worst. Okay, so I made a lot of jokes on that song. They're kind of jokes. I was kind of being serious, too. I guess good humor is always grounded in reality. Was that a humble brag where I just called my humor good? But on a serious note, that song was fucking sick. That song was amazing. I feel like the flow of this album is really solid. In My Blood, you just kick off with like a deeper song. Shawn's anxiety, he's feeling nothing, insecure, and then you get into Nervous and Lost in Japan, which are a little bit more feel-good songs. They're a little more pop, bubbly stuff. And then get back into Where Were You in the Morning. And it's not like mega deep or anything. It's not like, they had a connection, but it was a short-lived thing. But Shawn Mendes, I don't know if he was at a fragile point in his life. Maybe it was like around the In My Blood time, where he thought he had a connection with somebody and then they left him. Those feelings can be amplified if you are anxious or insecure at the time, but the song gets a little bit deeper and Shawn Mendes thought he had something with somebody and then they just left, just ghosted him. To me, the first 4 songs exceeds anything he's done before. I'm talking Illuminate, Handwritten. I think those first 4 songs, I'm hearing a maturity that I didn't necessarily hear before. He's improved for sure. Next song is Like to Be You featuring Julia Michaels.
Bed like this. What it's like to be you. I don't know what it's like, but I'm down. What it's like to be
I don't want a heavy chorus. No heavy chorus, please.
Can I kiss you?
Yes, thank you.
'Cause I'm old to the movies, I know that always tears her shout.
Oh, Julia Michaels. Oh, that's reminding me of like some Fiona Apple stuff. I don't know what this was. This was like helping me jog my memory. I was like performing some magic voodoo on my brain.
'Cause maybe we could go to the movies, I know that always tears her shout.
Cheers us up. The flow there. One more time. I'm sorry. One more time, baby.
Maybe we could go to the movies, I know that always tears her shout. Ay, I don't know what it's like to be you. I don't know what it's like to be you. I don't know what it's like to be you. No matter what you say, I'm gonna love you less and I'll be lying.
Talk about a nice duet.
I don't know what it's like to be you. I don't know what it's like to be you.
They kind of have similar voices. I really like the pairing here. I really love that pairing. I'm less of a fan of Youth. I don't think the pairing is quite as good. But with Julia Michaels, I feel like that's a solid collaboration. And I like the fact that the song's 2:39. And it was just like short verses. I could have done without the guitar solo. You guys know me. I'm not a fan of electric guitar. Could have done away with that if the song was built in my liking. Which every song should be. Conform to my likes, artists. Jesus. Nah, man, but it felt like a nice little sweet song. 2.5 minutes. Julia Michaels, that one... one more time? Was it like around 50 seconds?
Maybe we could go to the movies. I know that always tears her shout.
Always go to the... Oh my god, that was so sick. Shawn's verse too. Soft vocals, very simple instrumental. I didn't want it to like come crashing in at all. Overall, another really impressive song. That's 5 in a row. Fresh new water bottle. Let's go on to episode... Episode? Need to get my head in the game.
You gotta get your head in the game.
Fallen All In You is the next song. Is that innuendo? Is this a sequel to Lost in Japan, where they actually meet up in a hotel room and he falls all in her, if you know what I mean?
You on my chest, no blinds in the place where I...
Oh my god. He's in bed with the girl. I was just joking around, but he's gonna literally fall into her.
Daybreak, open your eyes, 'cause this will touch noses, feeling your breath. Push your...
There's nothing worse when you're single to see couples touch their noses. And then they get that stupid grin on their face, like, fuck you, couples. Get out of here with your cutesy couple shit.
Baby, you.
Man, this is a love song through and through. Hear how much head voice he had? You don't get that much head voice if you're not in love.
Fast forward.
Whoa, whoa, I'm getting a ton of Ed Sheeran vibes. Did Ed Sheeran help write this? Cause fast forward a couple years, something something, and then the pattern that he sang this in
Fast forward a couple years.
kind of reminded me of Ed Sheeran. Oh my God, what's the song? Ah, the names of things I am so bad with. You know the Ed Sheeran that perfect. Perfect. That's such an easy word to remember. I shouldn't be celebrating that I remembered. Kind of reminds me of that song, and he's got the pattern here in a second. Yeah, it just reminds me of Ed Sheeran. I feel like Ed Sheeran helped write this.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
This is probably bad to say, but I like sad Shawn Mendes. I like when Shawn Mendes, in his music, he's singing about something that's a little bit more dark in his life. So songs like In My Blood, I think I connected to that because he's in like a dark place. And then same with Where Were You in the Morning. If you compound that with where he's at in My Blood, I'm making an assumption in doing that, but it just adds more power to the song. And then even Like to Be You, when they're fighting and they're wondering how they're gonna reconcile, that's interesting to me. Just a straight love song, I'm a little bit less interested in that. It still sounds good, but so far on the album, when it's got so many heavyweight songs, that's gonna be at the bottom. Particular Taste.
She can take you one-on-one if she feels mercy. Ooh, but ooh, she's so specific. She's got particular taste. Yeah, she's
I was wondering if we're gonna hear some tropical sounds. The sound wasn't quite what I thought it was, but it's still cool. What is he singing about? Particular taste? What kind of particular taste are you talking about, Shawn? Huh?
yeah. She's so up, she just goes right for the base. Yeah. Ooh, she'll take your name.
Ooh, that reminds me of something I've heard. I can't quite place it, man. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
She just goes right for the face.
I noted before the vocal maturity, and I feel like we're really seeing the age maturity. I'm trying to think back to Illuminate and to Handwritten to remember songs about sex. Are there any? I was watching an interview a couple weeks ago with Shawn Mendes, and someone asked his age, and he's like 19. And I like stopped, I paused the video, I was like, he's 19? First of all, to have your like third album out by age 19, and to be as successful as he is at this age, I'm jealous. First of all. I hope you got personal problems. You don't get to be rich, successful, and talented and good looking all by age 19 without problems, bro. That's not fair. I do like hearing the dark stuff in the music, though. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, songs about sex. That's a couple times in this album where he's kind of mentioned it or danced around it. And I'm having a hard time recalling songs in his past that he's sang about it. And I feel like if he has sang about it, he's even farther away. You know, he's dancing away farther from the subjects. And it's just, you really gotta pick it up. Here it's pretty obvious, her fingers in his hair. She's coming over, she's got particular taste. She's going straight for his face. Pretty direct references to her and him hooking up. But the song, Particular Taste, that's a good album cut. That's a good album cut. It's not like a great single. I'm glad he didn't release it as a single. Although everything else was released as a single. I'm off it. But let's go on the album, man. Next track, Why.
I know a girl, she's like nothing compared to her.
Ooh, this song is killer. You're gonna have to sing that for me one more time, Shawn.
Why do we put each other through hell?
All in head voice.
Why can't we just get over ourselves?
It kind of reminds me of R. Kelly, you know, without all the sexual assault.
Why do we put each other through hell?
Oh my God. Yo, if this continues at this rate, this is gonna be my favorite on the album.
Why can't we just get over ourselves? Every song's about me, and every line, every.
Is this about a singer? Shawn's revealing some of his cards. Who has he been linked to, man? I don't pay attention to that stuff, but I feel like if it's another singer, now I gotta know, because the storytelling is gonna intertwine. Her stories, I want to pay attention to her stories versus his stories and see how they're lining up, you know?
I'm afraid you think that it means nothing at all.
I'm afraid you think it means nothing at all. That, oh my god. That's deep, man. That's like another level of like realizing what you're thinking. He wants her to know that he cares, and he's afraid that he's not conveying it the right way. That's awesome. The distorted vocals with the echo effect. I know I heard it. I know I heard it. That was not my imagination. Oh, Shawn. This song is perfect. This song's a fucking 10 out of 10. It's hypocritical, but I like the electric guitar. I can't control when I like things and when I don't like things. But I don't know why I like it here. I can't put my finger on why I'm liking the electric guitar here, but not on, what was it, Nervous? No, it was Like to Be You. I don't know why I like it here and not there, but this song is just fucking perfect. And then now you got this. Shawn. Fucking Shawn. Oh my god. Look for that song. When I make a year-end list of best songs of the year, look for that in the top 5. That was, there was no flaw in there whatsoever. Every song, I'm overcritical. Every song, even the songs I like, there's always something that I'm like, maybe just do that a little bit differently. Kind of makes me want to be a producer. You know, I just don't have any of the technical skills, which is like the most important part, so I can't be a producer. But when I hear things, I know what I like and I know what I dislike. And most songs, almost every song has something where I'm like, okay, this could be improved, this lyric here, or, you know, this beat here, the sound here could have been amplified or taken down or something. You know, there's always something in my brain that's like, okay, find the flaw. I'm just a critical person in general. I'm always looking for flaws. I was looking there. I was listening for, like, not even like a single note where I was like, oh, maybe just up a little pitch. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm finding something in every fucking song. Not here, though. Wow. I can't. We can't go up from here. There's only down. I want to end it now. Let's just end the reaction here. That was fucking perfect. Wow.
You're with somebody I can't be. Take her to all the places that I took us to. Something.
I mean, this is a tiny thing, but it kind of goes to the believability of the song.
Places that I took us to.
Took us to. He could have easily said took you to right there, and the rhyme would have still worked. But he said took us to. So Shawn Mendes is still thinking in that couple mentality. It took us to. Like, we as a couple came together and went there instead of took you to. Seems like the little shit there that I'm looking for, man.
She might help me to have, because I had you.
Hey, yes. Good. One thing this album's doing is not having a lot of powerful choruses, and they wouldn't fit, and I like that. I guess In My Blood kind of gave me an expectation it would, but it's not like that at all.
You and I, we go down, take her to all the places that I took us to, because I had you.
Yeah, that's interesting. He's looking for a girl to help with the pain of losing another girl. Oh, this is just a trap, because if you invest in someone else to cure the investment on the other person, and then that relationship breaks down, then you're looking for another person, and it's just like a cycle of looking for new people. There was a really cool thing. It just goes to those minor things that I like. Here. Because I had, and I was expecting the you there, and instead of the word you, there's that instrument. What is that? Oh, that's a guitar. That's just a guitar. It's like a little playful sound. You're expecting the word you, but there's a delay, and you're like, oh, the word's gonna be delayed, but then you hear the guitar, and you're like, oh, that throws me off. I like that, man. I think that works.
Because I had you.
Let's go on to Queen.
In my heart to recognize you
So much more style in this album. He's really comfortable with his style now. I feel like, especially with his age, I didn't even know he was that young before. This album, it's nice to hear the vocal maturity, but then there's maturity in the plot lines and the relationships as well. He's accrued more life experience, so obviously that's going to come through in his writing and the music. And then also, he's starting to play with more styles and how he's singing and how he's delivering lines, and I like it. Okay, I think you're going too far into the metaphor there, Shawn. You're the ruler of my country. Cringe, no. See, this is what I expect of like a 15-year-old Shawn Mendes. That's what kids are saying. What makes you think you can get your way? Who made you queen? That's like, I was saying that probably as like a teenager, and I know I've heard other teenagers say that as well. On his first album, that's fine, but here I'm a little like, Youth, I did a reaction video to. Oh, I should make it clear too that before I said Julia Michaels and Shawn Mendes sounded great together. I don't know what I said exactly. I didn't mean to imply that Khalid and Shawn Mendes sound bad together on the same song. They don't. It's just sometimes you hear collaborations that really the voices just complement each other really well. And I think Julia Michaels did that to Shawn Mendes on Like to Be You. So yeah, they don't sound bad together on Youth by any means. It's just the song. There's nothing much special here to me. 3 songs left. First song is called Mutual.
I want you close to me. From me, what do you want? I need to know. You's not enough for me.
What was that?
For me, this inconsistency. To know.
To know. I kind of wanted it in my blood. I need to know. Like, get aggressive, get some raspy vocals in there.
What do you want? I need to know.
At first, I thought maybe if the chorus had a little bit more punch to it coming into it, maybe that was the key. But I actually like the instrumentation. I think it's the voice. It needs to get more. I just want him to be a little more passionate. I think on that song, I just wanted Shawn Mendes to be more committed to the writing. I think I wanted him to maybe feel the song more. I don't know, maybe. I guess I wasn't there. I don't know how much he felt that. But yeah, I thought it could have come out in his voice a little bit more. Still a decent song. Right now, I think what happened is I heard Why, and that set like a new standard for the album. We got 2 songs left, Perfectly Wrong, and then When You're Ready.
Taste the poison from your lips. We were made to. You're perfectly wrong for me.
Oh, you're gonna stick with piano and strings and a little bit of violin through the whole song? I was expecting the chorus to come in and change that. I think the second chorus might. I think the second chorus is gonna have like some cymbals or something.
It's so hard to leave. We were made to break.
See if I'm right.
And it's mine.
No.
Perfectly wrong for me.
Wow. I thought I was gonna be right about that. I thought it was gonna be a powerful chorus
Oh, you're
here.
perfect. I quit.
There's hope. It's building. There's hope. I might be right. Yeah, his vocals are getting more intense. Everything's rising. Everything's building. I'm afraid it's gonna drop out, and I'm gonna be wrong. It drops out.
Sounds conceited when I look across the room. You're staring right back. 10 years from now, if you haven't found somebody out there, tell me when you're ready. I'm waiting. But if my daddy's right when he says that you're the one, no, I can't even argue.
Oh shit! His dad's on board. Wow.
Fight him on it. Tell me when you're ready. I'm waiting. You know that we fit together. But 10 years from now, if you haven't found somebody, I promise.
Yeah, that's another good one. That's another good album cut, man. That's filled with all sorts of good vibes. That's just good energy right there. Did make me wonder though, like it's good insight into Shawn Mendes' life where his dad is literally telling him that this girl is the one girl for him. Kind of made me wonder what it's like. I think Shawn Mendes is currently with Hailey Baldwin. So like if I was Hailey and I was listening to that, so like in 10 years, anytime she's ready to jump into a relationship with you, you would just leave me and you would go with her. She's the one for you, so I'm just like the placeholder. I wonder if they have a conversation about it, or they just pretend like it doesn't happen. I don't know, man. That fascinates me, though. That's what happens, man. You put all your secrets into the music, and then it goes out to everybody, but it goes out to the people that are closest to you, and they hear it, and then, I don't know, they gotta have some sort of reaction to it, right? Who knows? Maybe Haley Baldwin is the girl that he's singing about. I don't know. Alright, album as a whole. This album, I mean, it can just be summed up by this song right here. Oh my god, that is literally my top 5 of the year. I don't care what else comes out. That song is perfect. And it even had a guitar solo. That couldn't tarnish the song. And then the vocals, the altered vocals. No beat. There's just like a slight echo to it. Love it. That, little touches like that right there. It's like the record. The 3 songs that I heard coming into this, In My Blood, extremely strong. It deserves to be popular. That song is amazing. Lost in Japan, while I do wish there was more details, it's still a fantastic song. So much style. That's one thing I noticed on this album more than the other albums, is he was more willing to play with his styles. To me, this is night and day. I hold his other albums in high regard. I like what he did with the storytelling on those, but I think I relate to this album more because the storytelling that he's telling now more relates to my life, where it's more darker, more mature relationships. I wouldn't by any means call this album dark, but it has those moments. Like To Be You, I thought was a fantastic collaboration, and I love the fact that this album, the choruses, sometimes that's where songs can lose me, is if it's like nice and soft. I kind of fall into it and I like that. And then the chorus comes and there's cymbals crashing and there's drums everywhere. And I like the fact that on most of these songs that wasn't the case. And In My Blood is the opposite. In My Blood being the first song, I kind of was like, maybe this album's going to have a lot of that. Crash! You know, cymbals and everything. Yeah, that song is just fun. Same with Lost in Japan. Where Were You in the Morning? That's when I was like, I might really, really love this album. This relationship that he had with this girl over the course of a short period of time, it affected him. And he was willing to sing about that. And I just love that. And it was just such a groove. And then When You're Ready feels like a great way to end the album. It's positive vibes. Let's give this album a rating. This album is superior to his other albums. The problem is I rated his other albums really high, and I thought at the time they deserved it, but now I see this is like another level for Shawn Mendes. At a certain point, I'm going to run out of like numbers up to 10, and I'm going to be like 10.5. How can you get a 10.5 out of 10, Dylan? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to give this album a 9.3. It has one of the best songs of the year for me. Why? Please tell me there are other like big fans of that song. If you like Why, let me know in the comment section. Actually, just let me know what songs you guys are digging in the comment section. I know my taste doesn't always align perfectly with your taste, so I know someone's out there is gonna be like, I love Queen, Youth, and Mutual. Those are my favorite songs of the album, and to me, those are the 3 worst. It's all his preference. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the individual songs in the comment section. Also, throw a rating on it. I'd like to see what your rating is. I'm always very careful not to just throw out 10s because 10 is perfect. Very few songs and albums. I don't think I've ever gotten an album a 10. I don't think anything's gotten above like a 9.6. I want to reserve that for like the best of the best, perfect album, 1 through 10 or 1 through 14, however many songs it is. This album does have a 10 song on it, but it also has a couple songs that are like 5, 6, 7 range. But pretty much all albums that I listen to have a couple songs that I'm into less. So it's not like a strange occurrence or anything. I feel good about, what did I give it? 9.3, 9.2, 9.3. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my other channel, Dylan's in Trouble, video on the screen here, and I will see you guys in the next one.